Hello friends, welcome back to my sessions, and today we will be going to discuss on the topic that is AI test case generation for the functional test cases from requirement. So, what if I tell you you can generate 50 plus test cases in just 30 seconds without writing everything manually? But if you don't understand the logic, AI can give you wrong test cases. So today I'm going to teach you how to use AI like a smart QA engineer. So AI test case generation and like not just normal test cases. So we will going to cover some functional test cases, negative test cases, edge test cases, and I will be going to show you a real working example using a website. So first you need to understand this: AI is not magic, and AI works based on your input. If your requirement is clear, output will be powerful, and if your requirement is weak, output will be useless. So as a QA engineer, your job is not just testing, your job is to think clearly and guide AI properly. So if we talk about the very first step, that is basically requirement. So let's take a simple requirement. So user should be able to log in using username and password. Now many beginners stop here, but a smart QA engineer asks, what is a valid login? What is invalid login? What are boundary cases? This is where real testing starts. So for the next step, what we'll do, we'll just going to give a prompt to AI. So like I'm just gonna give you an example. So for example team, if I just give here generate functional negative and edge test cases for login functionality, and just give here include test data and expected results. And now you will see AI basically will be going to generate some output, but don't trust it blindly. Always validate like a QA expert. So if we talk about now the next step, though in this prompt I haven't mentioned the website, so I just shown you the sample. Okay, so you can mention the website also for which you need to test. So if I talk about the functional test cases, so functional means system works correctly. For example, valid username plus valid password is login successful. Correct credentials redirect you to the dashboard. This checks system is doing what it is supposed to do. In the next step, we will be going to check for the negative test cases. So negative means invalid scenarios. So like for example, if I give a wrong password, we should get an error message. With empty username, we should get some validation message. And with invalid email format, we should get an error. So this checks system should not accept wrong input. Now, if we talk about the edge test cases, so edge cases means extreme situations. That is like password with max length, fine. Username with special characters, very long input, SQL injection attempt. This checks system stability under extreme conditions, and this is where most candidates fail in interviews. So now I will be going to take a real example for a website, that is SauceDemo. So the functional test case, if we talk about, so we just go to saucedemo.com and we just give here standard user and this password, fine. Now when I'm gonna click on login, so the expected is login is successful, fine. Now let's suppose team, if I talk about the negative test case. Okay, so negative test case is something, if I give standard user and I give something wrong password, and when I click on login, so I should get some error message. And if I talk about the edge test case, let's suppose I give very long username, so in that case also it should show me some expected error message, because expected is system actually should able to handle it properly. This is how you convert requirement into test cases. So team, always remember this, AI basically gives speed. Fine, what I said, AI basically help you in giving the speed, but QA engineer gives quality. So don't become dependent on AI. Use AI as your assistant. This is how top 1% QA engineers work. If I talk about the common mistake which actually beginners make, just copy pasting the AI test cases, not understanding, no validations, and it results in failure in interviews as well as in your projects while you are performing testing. So always ask yourself, does the test case really make sense? So at the closing end team, if you want to become a smart QA engineer with AI skills, I'm just creating step-by-step real content for you. So do subscribe and like my channel, and I hope you enjoyed today's session. So stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Thank you everyone.